Right, so currently we have this arched beam, which is a continuous profile of a circle with one diameter. How do we make it, as you see in the picture here, wider in the base and narrower in the bottom, in the middle? It's a different approach. With me? Let's delete it and start a new construction method, which is the swept blend. And we did this for the curtain panel. Oh, sorry, we can do the I think swept blend because, yeah, I'm looking for a facility to allow me to sketch a path. Okay, so again, I did swept blend, and we repeat the same step. We'll go to a sketch path, and I'll orient my view to the view to the reference plane C. So I'll sketch this path, which is from here to here. I'm gonna do half of it. So I'm doing half of the arched beam. Now let's sketch the two different profiles, the start and end. So I'm going to choose select profile 1, edit profile, اللي هو اللي تحت هنا. So this will be our big circle. Let's give it 1 meter. Okay, so this is the start profile. Finish it, and then sketch the second profile, profile number 2, and click edit profile. Now the view will take me back to that other end, and we make it, for example, 70 cm radius, smaller, and finish it. Okay, so this gives us a tube that has a wider start. Is it clear? And now we can select this swept blend geometry. I'm still inside the swept blend. You see the mirror? I'll mirror it along this little axis, which is this surface. So that gives us the effect of a big start profile and narrow one in the middle. Go to VV, okay? Yeah, so we go to VV. بس في الأول نرسم الارش. Let me show you here. I set the wall plane to be level C or plane C, and I'll draw one arch. Can you see the snapping here? It's working, but sometimes it finds it, sometimes it doesn't. لما عملت wireframe, when I change to wireframe, I can pick this midpoint of this circle. Can you do it? This point is a good snap, and then I go all the way to this here. let's see if it's doing it. Somewhere over here, and I'm gonna switch and rotate. Yeah, it looks like it's giving me this arch like that, and then I will stop this arch somewhere in the middle of the beam, structure beam, لأنه الكيبلز بتكون داخلة جوا. So I made this arch in the same alignment as the curve, the arched beam. So after finishing this arch, we'll select it and then press Ctrl to pick this edge حقت الماس from this mass, and then create form. And it's going to give us this smooth fabric-like surface. So after creating this form, hit finish mass, and then we'll add curtain system by face of the mass. This is our default. Okay, we can go here and create system. And switch off the massing. So the rest of these steps is just cleanup. We're doing a cleanup or modification. We're going to pick this curtain wall or curtain system and then edit type, duplicate. Watch me here. We'll duplicate a new type and we'll call it cables. The curtain panel type will be none. Oh, empty. So let's select none. So it's really an empty curtain system. No. Let's try and use empty. Maybe empty will look much realistic. Okay, it's there, شايفيننا? It's a curtain system that it's like an empty panel. Alright? Now let us go back to the curtain system properties and figure out which grid type or grid name, grid 1 or 2, which will give me the vertical cables. I'm just gonna guess that it's going to be this grid number 2. No. Keep this as none. أيوة interior type. I think it's grid number 1, which will give us these vertical cables. So you should get something like that. Sorry? This is the curtain system which we duplicated. In its properties, it has empty curtain panel, and then only in the interior grid, in grid 1 حطينا circular mullion. فبالتالي this way all the interior grid 1 lines, they have this round mullion type, so which gives us this impression of a circular round cable. مش كده؟ Of course, we can change this spacing. I go here to the curtain system, and we'll change the spacing to be 3 meters. So it's going to be much wider. Sorry, I have to change the grid 1 spacing, مش grid 2. 6 meters over here. We'll change it. Okay. Alright, so changing the grid spacing will make the cables look much wider or narrower.